Johnny Somali got destroyed in court. Holy shit. Thank fucking God. I am so happy to see this happen. This is what you call the happy ending. This is the good ending. This is the right ending.
Johnny Somali, a.k.a. Ramzi Khalid Ismail, was absolutely crushed today in court, and we have massive consequences as the FAFO hits. We're going to get into that today on Legal Mindset. We teach you to be your own judge. I'm
How about that?
American attorney over here in Asia, and this is a Fast Facts video, the quick and dirty version of corrections to dates and times. So this is a massive, massive loss for RKI.
Mega
as
L.
his whole case was banking on getting rid of these deepfakes. So let's jump into his closing argument. What did he say? And this is the words of Johnny Somali, a.k.a. Ramzi Khalid Ismail.
Oh, God. Oh, no. Here we go.
I'm going to break it down, and then we're going to do some analysis. So Ramzi said, I sincerely apologize for my actions in Korea. I express remorse for the incident for which I was charged. I have been held captive here in Korea.
Held captive. Oh, no.
For a year and a half, during which time I committed no crimes. That, by the way, I'm going to
It's not even true.
There. That's very debatable, as he's got other pending stuff being investigated that's criminal activity he would potentially commit.
These people can't stop. Like, they can't follow rules. They just can't do it. The only way you can deal with a person like this is to just institutionalize them and put them in a box, and that's it. Like, this is one of the problems. Like, a lot of people in, like, Western culture and, like, civilized society don't like this reality, is that some people are just functional animals. And the only way that you can deal with them is by removing their impact on the rest of the world. That's it.
He says, I learned to integrate into society during that time.
Nothing else is ever going to work.
I did some foolish things under the influence of alcohol, and I realized the consequences. I sincerely apologize for this. Having been born and raised in the United States, I did not realize how serious the consequences of the actions were, which would not be considered criminal in the U.S. and could be in Korea. I'm going to pause there. This statement and this framing, being sorry, not for what you really did, but sorry for the consequences. This is very similar to when he said, I'm sorry this offends your honor in his previous apology about the comfort woman statute. It's not actually his actions he feels remorseful for,
it's their response.
There are consequences for his actions. Let's continue. I reached an agreement with Lee Jung-chuk, that's Youngman, regarding the 2 deepfakes. That's actually false. He only received a settlement regarding one. The other was with Bong Bong. He doesn't have a settlement with her. And he no longer seeks punishment. Bong Bong made it clear in court that she was unaware distributing deepfake videos was a crime and initially viewed them as not sexual content, but funny images. If she, a Korean, did not recognize the same act as a crime, how could he, an American, have known it was? When I asked
Oh, God, bro. Like, this is like an 11th grader, man. Who comes up with this?
Bong whether he had defendant's counsel consent to distribute the videos, Bong Bong said no. The law is unfair. Since the police didn't do anything when I tried to report Bong Bong, all I'm asking is for the law to be applied fairly. I want to appeal to the prosecution and police. It's unfair if Bong Bong and I receive different punishments. I'm still young. I want to see my family and go home. Please show leniency. So
absolutely not. Absolutely. I hope that they make his life hell. This guy is such a retard. He's so aggressive. He's not sorry for anything. The best thing that you can do is put him in a box and keep him there. And that's it.
That is all of his arguments. So essentially, once again, in closing, Ramzi Khalid Ismail is arguing that his ignorance of Korean culture led him to attack shopkeepers. That it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay to attack shopkeepers in America. The worst thing about it is that in some places, he's not wrong.
Okay in America to throw ramen at people, to curse, to disrupt business. Actually, no, it's not. A lot of those things would also be criminal in the United States, RKI, right? A lot of those behaviors, even in the U.S., wouldn't be okay. But trying to say that's Korean culture. The judge did not like that at all. He also claimed that Youngman doesn't want punishment, but it doesn't matter that Youngman doesn't want punishment. It's up to the prosecutors to determine whether to bring that forward or not.
Why would they punish her? She's the one that's having it happen to her.
He attacked Bong Bong, and you see how much he focused on this is unfair. Well, this argument, as I've said from the beginning of this case, is a loser in any country when it comes to criminal defense. You cannot say I should be innocent because you didn't charge this other person who did the same thing.
This is like I was speeding?
Speeding analogy.
Yeah, right. Okay. Everybody knows this.
You didn't give that guy a speeding ticket, therefore you can't give me a speeding ticket.
But were you speeding?
It simply doesn't work anywhere on earth. And him trying to use
it's an argument that's it's an argument made by a person with the mind of a child.
This here was always a loser strategy, and the fact that he played it out is actually full comedy. And
he's a
once
retard.
again, saying he's only really sorry for these consequences of his actions. Right?
Yes.
No knowledge. Ignorance of the law is not a defense,
no,
particularly in this case when he was on a spree. Continuing, the judge visibly reacted and gave side eye. This is something that was perceived by the Somali Conviction Court. The judge is normally very serious, very straight-laced, no nonsense, but he had an actual physical reaction when RKI tried to blame ignorance of Korean culture. And when he started to attack Bong Bong.
Who's RKI? That's Johnny Somali's full name.
That she should be punished. That did not go well with anybody in the room. The
Big
prosecutors,
surprise.
the judge, they were not having
who would have guessed?
Not entertained by that. This argument that the law is unfair and the police didn't do anything about Bong Bong and that they received different punishments, that did not work at all. No one in the court thought that apology was sincere, and nobody was buying that argument. So what did the prosecution drop? Well, they dropped their sentencing recommendation, and it is insane. The prosecution suggested 3 years in prison with labor. Yes.
Man, it's finally happening. See, I've been asking for this for a while, and South Korea's doing it. See, this is what we need to do. We gotta do this same thing.